Good evening, everyone. So, I kind of wasn't planning to do a film today, but a couple of things have happened which have made me rethink. So, the first thing was my videos, or our videos, me and Logan, we have had over 300 views in total, which is insane. My brain is overloading a little bit. I've got 25 subscribers, and while I'm fairly positive that one of them is my mum and a couple of them are my drunk pub friends. Love you. Um, this seems to be kind of on the foothills of starting to become something kind of cool. Um, the one thing that happened today that really made me humbled and a bit emotional was that somebody in the comments on one of the videos described me as a content creator. Um, I would describe myself as a slightly drunk, middle-aged dude who trains optometrists by day and messes around with space pixels by night. So to be described as a content creator is very, very sweet and very, very positive. So again, absolutely love that comment. So thank you very much. Um, the second thing that happened is I've had a bit of an idea about what to do when we eventually do hit the big billion. I'm going to load up a ship with fireworks and I'm going to hit all of the 5 main trade hubs. I'm going to do a big loop, and whoever kills me wins the billion, and we'll live stream the whole trip. So I better get the little snacks and budget wine in that night. So yeah, that's going to be kind of cool. I'm hoping to figure out how to stream, so I might have a little tester. Um, Also, the last couple of days I've been running a few deep flow rifts and uh, sites, been doing some exploration, and I have got 192 million ISKs worth of stuff that needs to go to market. And I think I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to roll through lowsec and take this to market and see if I can make some money. So yeah, I will just show you that. Oh, excuse me. There we are. Oh, not that one. And so clumsy. We're just coming into peak US time. So in the UK, it's just after midnight. So, and it's a Friday night. So there will be plenty of US players coming on in a while. So that could be fun. So yeah, let's see if we can get this 192 million ISKs worth of stuff. Let me quickly show you the totals. So in liquid ISK, we have got 527. So we're almost at 528, which is insane. I'm going to look at the gross total, the total net worth, 871 million. So we are more than, if I can sell this 190 odd on top of my 500 and something odd, that's going to put us pretty much on 700 million in liquid ISK. So yeah, it's all suddenly got a little bit real, which is really, really cool. So yeah, let's quickly roll this lot to market. Set destination. Cool. And we are in the Punisher. Let's just zoom in on that. Sort of tempted to take that as a screenshot just because it's a little bit nicer than Lowgun's sad face for the videos. We can have a look at the fit. It's exactly what it's always been. Nothing in the highs, nothing in the rigs. We've got a micro warp drive and an afterburner. Actually, I could probably upgrade that afterburner, which would be cool. Tiny little bit of tank, but a minimal amount of tank, and mostly fit for the sub 3 second align. Oh man, yeah. Do you know what? Let's have a little shit fit. Excuse the swears. Sorry, Mum. Okay, let's just arrange this by type. I think we can swap a couple of the... Let's... Nope, we do not. Okay. We got a better burner? Yes, we've got a better burner. Let's lose that. Let's see why we do it. So with the standard tier 1 meta 1 afterburner, with that switched on, we get a total top speed of 926. If we swap it out for the meta 4, show info, variations. Sorry, meta 3. Let's see, so we go from 926 to 969. So, what we use the afterburner for is if we land on a gate camp, we might be able to burn back to the gate, even if we are in a stasis web or whatever. It's looking good. Okay. I love that color finish. If I had serious money, I would paint my car that color. Okay, so let's go. We are going to roll 11 jumps to Amar, and we'll take a minute and see how much ISK we can make on our... Oh, we don't need the probe scanner makeup. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, it's kind of feeling like there's a little bit of interest. I've promoted Lowgun in a few of the UK Eve groups. I might make a bit of an effort to promote it in a few international groups as well, which could be cool. But and also, this challenge has got a definite end goal, but I am thinking about the next challenge down the line as well, and I think I'm going to do something similar. So I'm going to do a no gun challenge again, but I think I'm going to do it with no Galente ships. I'm going to do it with no guns, no missiles, no lasers. I'm going to do no million free skill point. And I'm going to do it in Galente space. My least favourite bit of space, and with the least useful ships as well. What am I doing? Oh, no. I think I'm just jumping randomly around for a minute, so bear with me. Yeah, so if we did something like the no gun challenge, but with Caldari ships, I beg your pardon, not Galente. If we did Caldari ships in Caldari space, I think that brings its own particular difficulties. Yeah, and there's not many Caldari ships which are drone ships. So now that I've spoken the words out loud, I think I might have talked myself out of it. But hey, let's see what we do. So I can still be jumping. Okay, so Caldari ships. Which of the frigates has drone? Okay. The Griffin can fit one drone and has the bandwidth to launch one drone. Bantam can fit one drone and has the bandwidth for one light drone. Say that. Oh. It's getting a bit click happy there. So we are now rolling through low-sec with nearly 200 million ISKs worth of loot. This one has no drones. The Condor. Griffin? No, we didn't look. Can fit one light drone. Okay. The Merlin, which is a really cool ship. I love the look of that one, and I love the look of the faction ship that's based on it, the Worm. It's one of my favorite ships, actually. That one can launch 0 drones. And the Heron, which is a really good scanning ship and a really popular scanning ship. Okay, that can fit. That can launch 3 drones. So I think initially I would have to do everything in a heron. Let's make this a bit smaller so I can see what's going on in local. Oh, I've come across that character before. Not very talkative. The destroyers then, we've got Korax. Show. The Korax can fit 0 drones. And the Cormorant, which I know can fit 0 drones. Oh, man. Yeah, that would be a real challenge. Yeah, Eve siblings, if any of you are listening to this, please drop your comments. Actually, perhaps we might see. Now I'm tempted to do a Minotaur version of the no gun challenge. Let's have a little look. See. So the Minotaurs. Could I do everything in a heron? I could definitely do the exploration sites. I struggle to do a lot of the PvE stuff. I could still do the mining stuff. Slasher has no drones, I know that. Probe, let's have a look. Oh, the probe can launch 3 drones, 3 light drones. Okay, so that's a... Sorry, I heard a weird dripping noise there. The Rifter can't launch any drones, we know that one. The Breacher can launch 2 light drones. First is their scanning ship, I seem to... No. Shield boosting ship. And we are getting dangerously close to Huola, which is the system in which I have lost more ships than any other. I even lost a Kronos in here once upon a time with Andy, my main. The Vigil can launch 1 light drone. Talwar and Thrasher. The Thrasher definitely can't launch any drone. And neither can Talwar. God. Deep thought. Could we completely skip the destroyers and go straight into the cruisers? Okay. 40, yeah, so I could launch a flight of drones with a rupture. Nobody's flashing red in local, thank goodness. Although faction warfare is still going on. Oh, there's a wreck by the gate. Looks like somebody... Anti-frigate. Might have been a bit ganky and a bit naughty. The Stabber's a great ship, but again, it doesn't have drones. Helicos. Okay, oh, the Bellicose has got some decent drone. That is a weird looking ship. Props to Minmatar and CCP Games for having the heat radiators, which is very realistic for space use. See, I could fit 2 flights of light drones in there. Okay, that's got missile bonuses. Wouldn't be much use to us. Rupture was... Show projectile bonuses. Again, doesn't last much. Let's see what the Caldari cruiser bonuses I like. Oh, Caracal. Fantastic. Moa as well. Osprey's the shield boosting. Much way of bonuses that are useful to us, as we could launch 3 light drones. Blackbird is the E-War ship. Getting close to Amar, I might have to... Oh, see, that can launch 2. My God. Ari ships really do suck. Let's see what the Osprey... Okay, the Osprey can launch 4 light drones. I'm going to have a think about that. And if anybody has any thoughts, please, 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 please drop me a note in the comments. We are going to... Oh, here's a really good trick. So we have the station... Oh, hang on. No, we're not quite there yet. I'm going to show you a really good trick when we get into Amar. One of the other awesome next level EVE content creators pointed this out in a couple of weeks ago, and I've been playing for an insane length of time and I hadn't realized that you can do this. So what you need to do is you need to have the station that is your final destination as your final destination. We are going to use the station warp in as well. So here we go. So we are 27.2 AU away from the station. So we're going to warp to the station warp in. But as soon as we get to warp, we are going to hit the autopilot. And in theory, although I am going to keep I'm going to keep the pointer just hovering over the dock button. In theory, as soon as we get to docking range, the autopilot will dock us straight away. So, oh yeah, there's a couple of naughty suspects there. So we warp in at 0 meters and we're instantly docking in. That is insane. And once that docking comes up in the middle of your screen there, anybody who is being a bit malicious in the area of the station, they can't even lock on you. You're classed as invulnerable, which is very, very cool. So let us list by type. I seem to remember that these items always sell for good ISK. Oh man, I didn't even open these. Let's everything station. So 197 million ISK worth of stuff in station. Let's hack these. These are the deep flow rift loot boxes. Let's initialize. I think this mini game needs to be retired. Okay, so our 197 ISKs worth of stuff becomes 199 ISKs worth of stuff. Let's sort by estimated value and go from high to low. So Triglavian survey sheets, database thingies. Here, that's a bit greedy screen here. So they are currently being listed at 95,000. There are people who will buy them for... Sell this item immediately. So I can immediately sell them for 95,000. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to save on the broker's fee by selling it immediately. Oh, spoiler alert, you've just seen how much our balance is. So view market details. Oh, I've got some for sale. I've got one for sale at 5 million. But there are people buying them in station for 1 million. That seems a wee bit low. But let's sell this item immediately for 5 million. Just going to do that. Excellent. it's possible that I might fast forward through a little bit of this. So let's have a quick look at what we are worth. So our total net worth has topped the billion. Wow. I don't quite understand how that worked because I took some loot. Oh, I know. It's because the server takes a minute or two to tick, doesn't it? So it's showing us as having a wallet balance, a liquid ISK balance of 691, so nearly 692 million ISK. 692 million ISK. We've got a combined net assets of 350 million. So based on our original criteria, we have kind of hit the billion. But we slightly changed, I think it was episode 3 or 4 where we decided to go for the billion in liquid ISK. So we have got to earn another 308 million to get the billion. So we have done some good work today. I might just set I might just fast forward through this last part of the video while I head back and retrieve my lost MTU. I'll come back into reality at the end and see how we do. So yeah, we should be able to see what's going on through the low sec this time. So I shall see you in a minute. Okay, so we are back. I'm just going to look and see if I can retrieve that MTU that I left behind at a Deep Flow Rift site earlier on. I'm looking at my YouTuber style content creator type microphone, and I'm kind of thinking of a way that I can 3D print. Oh, jeez, they're not going away. Shall I just scoop? Just warp in and try and get the microphone. Microphone, dude. Let's warp out. I've still got a lot of bad guys here. And they're all very near the MTU. Wondering if I just risk powering into the MTU. I think what I'll do is, I think I'm going to change my home station to the one in Ulara, so that if I die, I come back here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And I'm going to try and warp in and quickly retrieve that MTU and then warp out again. Because, yeah, this little ship is quite nippy, isn't it? That's what we'll do. So let's just let's go to this one. I'll think about which station I keep as home station. To change your home station, you can do it one of two ways. Once a year, I think, you can randomly, remotely change your home station, or you can just dock up and change the home station to the station you're docked in. Yeah, the MTU is worth 8 million, and I think I've probably got another 10 million of cans. So it's worth risking a 2 million ISK ship to try and retrieve it. How much is this ship worth? Oh yeah, not even 2 million. Okay, let's just empty it. Set this as a station. At us. I'm probably going to die in the next couple of seconds, which will be a first. So I'm going to warp to the MTU. And bear in mind that the deep flow rift surge rats are based on player fit. So they are very tough, very fast, and cause lots of damage. So I'm hoping if I can scoop the loot and warp out in less than 5 seconds, hopefully loot, scoop the, then warp out before they target me. Yes, this little Punisher is insane. I love it. Yeah, those oh yeah, okay, 9. So that saved us 20 million. So that is worth doing. Let's shall we open the cans to celebrate? So let's turn 8.75 million ISK's worth of cans into, I think the way things are going, you know, I'm just going to concentrate on doing the deep flow rift. So we just turned just under 9 million ISK's worth of cans into 15 million worth of stuff. So at that point, I'm going to end it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, random YouTuber, for your very supportive comment. I don't know if you'll ever know how much that meant to me. It made me buzz today. So yeah, it made me feel like an actual grown-up YouTube content creator. So much love. Please like, subscribe, do all of the usual YouTube things. And let me know whether you think the next version of this challenge should be Kaldari or Minmatar. Thank you very much indeed. Take it easy.